This is Amud Yomi, Gemara in Shabbos, Daf Nun Zayin, Amud Aleph, Baruch Hashem. We begin a new parak, the sixth parak of Hilchos Shabbos. Hilchos, that's true, but Masechet Shabbos, which is going to be a direct segue off of the previous parak. The previous parak, Bameh Behema, dealt with all the intricacies of what an animal is allowed to go out carrying, wearing on Shabbos. This parak continues on the exact same theme, but this time it's not an animal, but rather, Ba'ameh Isha Yaitza, with what is a woman allowed to go out on Shabbos. From here, we're going to get involved in the halachas of a woman carrying on Shabbos, a man carrying on Shabbos, etc., etc. Says the Mishnah, Ba'ameh Isha Yaitza, B'ma Ina Yaitza. With what is woman allowed to go out, and with what is she not allowed to go out? Lo Yaitza Isha, she cannot go out, lo b'chuti semer, woolen strands, lo b'chuti pishtin, linen strands, nor with straps, ribbons on her head, and similarly, you cannot go to the mikvah with any of these aforementioned items unless you loosen them. Of course, the Gemara is going to explain why one cannot go out with these items, etc. She cannot go out with a teitefes or servitim, different types of head jewelries. Bisman shein tefurim is if they're if they're not sewn into her hat. She cannot go out with a woolen cap, which is a certain ornament, famously from Rabbi Akiva, a golden city, certain type of necklace, nose rings, now with a regular ring that does not have a signet, now with a needle that doesn't have a head. But if she goes out with any of these items, eina chayaves chatas. So we see that all these items are going to be isurei dirabanan, number one, and number two is that that they're also that they're also they're not deraises, but they are also. She says the Gemara. Firstly, there was a funny line stuck into the Mishnah. They said she can't go to the mikvah till she loosens items. Says the Gemara, Tefillah man v'chershmei. Who mentioned anything about tefillah? The Mishnah is explaining the reasoning. Matam, what is the reason a woman is not allowed to go out? Isha, woman cannot go out. Why is she not allowed to go out with these strands, with these strings? You know why? Because during the week, during the week, she's not allowed to go to the mikvah until she loosens these items. And therefore, and since during the week, she cannot go to the mikvah till she loosens these different strands on her head and her body. She can't wear them on Shabbos. Why not? Because maybe there'll become a moment that she'll have to go to the mikvah on Shabbos, whether it means a woman is a nida, whether it means that she's walking and she encounters a sheretz or other types of tumah, therefore she has to go to the mikvah. And therefore, what's she going to do? Vishar yoleh, she's going to take off these items. She's going to remove these strands that are wrapping up her hair so that she can go into the mikvah. But what's going to happen? She's in the middle of the street. And we're chayshish. She has to go to the mikvah. She's going to loosen her hair strands. And now she's going to come to walk Dalit Amois in Rosh Hashanah. So to prevent a woman walking Dalit Amois, and because during the week she can't be tayvel with them, we don't allow her to wear them on Shabbos. Just brings out how far we're concerned with the chash of carrying on Shabbos, that we're worried maybe she'll have a mikvah, maybe she'll take off, maybe she'll walk with them. Absolutely incredible. Continues the Gemara. Rav Kana May Rav. Smack in the middle of the Am. The first one is Tichi. Tichi Chalilta. Chains of open link threads. What's the halacha? Amr Le Rav responded, Ari Kamri, talking about a woven one. Kol Shu Arig Loy Gazer. There's no gezerah on a woven chain. And the reason is because the water goes through it. Therefore, there's not a problem going to the mikvah. Therefore, there's not a problem wearing it on Shabbos. It's Bernami Amar Ravuna Brei Rav Yeshua Kol Shu Arig Loy Gazer. V'Igad Yamri, another lashon. Amar Ravuna Brei Rav Yeshua Chazina lachvase to captain. I saw my sisters that they don't take off these woven chains, these woven bracelets, necklaces, and whatnot on their hair, etc., before they go to the mikvah, cause the water goes through, and therefore women are allowed to do such. Says the Gemara, "Ma'ika ben hachlishna ben hachlishna." What's the difference? What's this extra ika diamri adding on that he said he saw his sisters doing it? Ika benayu ditfinan when they are dirty. Lachlishna never goes to arigli gazer. According to the first slush that says anything that is woven is no gzeira. Haninami arik. So even if the chain, the necklace, the hair matziv is arig, is woven, but if it's tanof, but if it's dirty, excuse me, haninami arik, and therefore there's no problem. But according to this law that says because it's kapeda to remove them, we have to be worried that they're going to be makbid on them. So the nafkamina is going to be when it's dirty. If it's because of a kapeda, they're going to remove it. If it's because of the chiv tefillah, they would not. Now we're just going to parenthetically mention, which is going to be makdim the next few lines of the Gemara. The halacha is what one takes off when one goes to the mikvah. As we're going to see, we're very machmir lichatchila. We just said a line that anything that allows water to go through, you're allowed to wear into the mikvah, as we're about to see, and as is brought down la halacha, that lechatchila, even things that allow water to go through, even things that are loose, there's kama gzirais. So much so, if someone's wearing a very loose necklace, so I wonder what's the problem? Water go through, it's not even on my body. It's true, but we're still makbid to take everything off before one goes to the mikvah. Particularly, we're talking about a tefillah daraisa, which of course is the tefillah of an isha. We continue Tanan Hasam, 15 lines at the bottom. First one line is Tanan. The following items are chatzitza for a person. Woolen linen strands on their hair, and these ribbons that are on the girls' heads. They're made out of wool or hair. There's no chatzitza, like we just explained, because the water goes through. Behind the water comes through. All the items we're talking about items worn on girls' heads. So mask, what exactly is Ravuna coming to exclude when he says that you're allowed to wear these woolen and linen items? Ilam lute did savar, come to exclude that only on the rashe, the head of the banais, but not if it's on their neck as a necklace. Udamai, what material? Ilam lemuti did samer. If you're excluding the woolen ones, why would that be? Hashtarach al gabi kasha chaitzeit. If you're going to tell me a soft woolen article, al gabi kasha, on a hard area like one's hair, is yasa chatzitza rach al gabi rach mibai. A soft material, the wool on one's neck, of course it's a chatzitza, it's pashit. If it's even a chatzitza, it's something hard, and certainly it's something soft, they could close it in more. Of course it's a chatzitza. But hashta kasha gabi kasha chayte, chute bishtan is hard. But now if you're going to tell me a hard on the hair is a chatzitza, kasha gabi rachmi bai. So says the Gemara, what is the case that we're coming to be marbe dafka on the hair? Elam Rav Yosef, I don't tell him Rav Huna. The reason that only on the hair is a problem, but the neck is fine. And again, whether this is lichatchila or b'diavad is a shayla. But the reason Rav Huna is teaching me on the neck is fine is why? One doesn't strangle themselves. One doesn't tie it very tight. And therefore, water will go through. 1 second. Says in a Baraisa, with strands in their ears. Says the Baraisa, they can't go out with strings on the neck. Basically, the rule that you just said, you don't tie necklaces so tight. Why are they not allowed to go out with these necklaces on their neck? And we turn over to the Zayin base. We're talking about a katola, a special type of necklace, which was so special. They used to tie it. It's called a choker. They used to choke themselves, literally. They would tie the necklace very tight. It was a admirable trait to look heavy, look fat, and therefore they would tie the necklace very tight to make their skin bulge, so they would look heavier. It was it was a sign of one having wealth if they were fat and plump. And therefore, that's the reason why that particular necklace will be a problem. We'll pick it up from here, B'siyata Dishmaya.